Meet Alex. Alex is a 30-year-old professional who prides himself on taking care of his health. He eats clean, hits the gym 3 times a week, and tracks his habits. For months, Alex has been dealing with a frustrating, exhausting mystery. Every single night, Alex goes to bed precisely at 11 p.m. Every single morning, his alarm goes off at 7 a.m. On paper, Alex is a rock star. He is hitting the holy grail of health metrics, the perfect, unbroken 8 hours of sleep. But when that alarm rings, reality hits. Alex doesn't jump out of bed feeling refreshed. He feels like he's been hit by a freight train. His limbs feel heavy, his eyes sting, and his brain is wrapped in a thick, suffocating fog. He spends his first 2 hours at work staring blankly at emails, relying entirely on liquid adrenaline, triple-shot lattes, just to function like a normal human being. Alex is doing everything right, so why does he feel so incredibly wrong? If Alex's story sounds familiar, it's because millions of people are living it every single day. You do the math, you spend the time in bed, but you still wake up utterly exhausted. Today, we are going to solve Alex's mystery, and yours. Because the truth is, sleep quantity is completely useless without sleep quality. We are breaking down the real, scientific reasons why you are waking up tired after 8 hours, and how to fix it starting tonight. To understand why Alex is so tired, we have to look at what his brain is actually doing while he's unconscious. Society has taught us to view sleep as a simple math equation. Time in bed equals energy out. But human biology doesn't care about math. It cares about architecture. Your sleep is broken down into 90-minute cycles, which are further divided into distinct stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. The stage that holds the master key to your morning energy is stage 3 non-REM, famously known as deep sleep or slow-wave sleep. Think of deep sleep as a nightly dishwasher for your brain. During this stage, your blood pressure drops, your muscles completely relax, and your body releases human growth hormone to repair physical damage. More importantly, your brain activates a highly specialized waste clearance system called the glymphatic system. While you are in deep sleep, your brain cells literally shrink by about 60%, allowing cerebrospinal fluid to rush in and flush out metabolic waste, toxins, and cellular debris that accumulate while you are awake. If you sleep for 8 hours, but spend almost all of that time trapped in light sleep, your brain never gets washed. You might have been unconscious for 8 hours, but biochemically, your brain is still sitting in yesterday's trash. That is the exact definition of brain fog. So, what is stealing your deep sleep? It turns out, it's the things we do to try and wind down. Let's go back to Alex. To help himself unwind after a stressful day, Alex loves having a single glass of whiskey or a beer around 9:30 p.m. It works like a charm. It relaxes him, takes the edge off, and helps him drift off to sleep quickly. This is what scientists call the nightcap paradox. Because alcohol is a central nervous system depressant, it acts as a sedative. It knocks you out. But sedation is not sleep. As your liver metabolizes that alcohol during the night, its sedative effects wear off, causing a mini withdrawal spike in your system. This triggers dozens of micro-arousals, tiny 3 to 5 second awakenings that you won't even remember the next day. More devastatingly, alcohol systematically blocks your brain from entering REM and deep sleep. Alex felt like he slept for 8 hours, but biologically, he was just sedated in a state of prolonged light sleep. The second saboteur is caffeine. You might say, but I can drink a cup of coffee at 5 p.m. and fall asleep just fine. Sure, you can fall asleep, but caffeine has a biological half-life of around 5 to 7 hours. If you have a coffee or an energy drink at 4:30 p.m., a massive chunk of that caffeine is still actively swimming in your brain at midnight. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine, the chemical your body produces to create sleep pressure. Even if you manage to fall asleep with caffeine in your system, It acts like an anchor, keeping your brain floating in light sleep and completely preventing it from dropping into that deep, restorative, slow-wave sleep. The next major reason you're waking up tired has less to do with what happens during the night and everything to do with the exact second you wake up. This is a physiological phenomenon known as sleep inertia. Remember how we said sleep happens in 90-minute cycles? If your alarm goes off while you're at the peak of a light sleep or REM cycle, you wake up feeling relatively alert. But if your alarm blares while you're at the bottom valley of a deep sleep cycle, you are violently ripping your brain out of its heaviest restorative state.
When this happens, your brain is still flooded with delta waves, the waves responsible for deep unconsciousness. It can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 4 full hours for that physiological fog to clear. Compounding this issue is a concept called social jet lag. Let's say Alex sleeps for 8 hours from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. But on Friday and Saturday night, he stays up until 2 a.m. and sleeps in until 10 a.m. He's still getting his 8 hours, right? Yes, but he has completely disoriented his internal biological clock, or circadian rhythm. By shifting his sleep window by 3 hours on the weekend, he has effectively flown from New York to California and back in a single weekend. When Monday morning comes around and his alarm goes off at 7 a.m., his body genuinely believes it is 4 a.m. His brain hasn't started secreting the morning cortisol needed to wake him up, leaving him feeling utterly exhausted. Now that we know exactly why Alex and you are waking up tired, let's talk about the exact science-backed protocol to fix it. If you want to wake up feeling alive, vibrant, and clear-headed, you need to implement 3 non-negotiable rules. Rule 1, the 10-3-2-1-0 rule. This is a behavioral framework designed to protect your sleep architecture. 10 hours before bed, no more caffeine. This gives your liver enough time to entirely clear stimulants from your bloodstream. 3 hours before bed, no more heavy food or alcohol. This ensures your digestive system can rest and prevents alcohol from fragmenting your deep sleep. 2 hours before bed, no more work. Switch your brain out of fight or flight mode and into rest and digest mode. 1 hour before bed, no more blue screens. Blue light mimics the sun, tricking your brain into suppressing melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's nighttime. 0 times, the number of times you are allowed to hit the snooze button. Pushing snooze starts a brand new sleep cycle that you will never finish, making sleep inertia twice as bad. Rule 2. Anchor your wake-up time. Pick a wake-up time and stick to it within a strict 30-minute window, 7 days a week. Yes, even on weekends. By doing this, you train your circadian rhythm to expect wakefulness at the exact same time every day. Your body will naturally start ramping up your core body temperature and releasing cortisol an hour before your alarm goes off, allowing you to glide effortlessly into wakefulness. Rule 3. Get immediate morning sunlight. Within 30 minutes of waking up, step outside and get direct, natural sunlight in your eyes for 10 to 15 minutes. This bright light triggers a massive morning cortisol spike that instantly clears sleep inertia and shuts down any remaining melatonin. Even better, it sets an internal biological timer that guarantees your brain will naturally feel sleepy exactly 16 hours later. If you take away anything from Alex's story, let it be this. Stop counting the hours you spend lying in the dark and start focusing on the quality of the biochemistry you are feeding your brain before bed. Sleep isn't just a passive break from your day. It is an active, highly sophisticated neurological process. Fix the framework, protect your deep sleep, and the morning energy will take care of itself. If you are going to try the 10-3-2-1-0 rule tonight, leave a comment below and let me know. Drop a like if this helped clear up your morning fog, subscribe for more deep dives into optimizing your life, and I will see you in the next video.